guys how it looks. Like, it kind of looks nice on camera. It doesn't look bad in the mirror, but I don't like how it smells. And even though it looks nice, even though how mixed it looks nice, I do not want to walk out with something whose smell I don't like. Let me show you my full outfit. So this is the jewelry I'm wearing. I'm using the front camera because I'm not sure if... Let me show you the sandals. So the sandals I'm wearing. I'm not sure if the back camera will be able to show everything. Anyway, I'm removing it. And when I was putting this, when I was trying the metallic one on and then the lipstick on, I was like, yeah, now I know I don't do lipstick. And I always stayed away from lip glosses. I hate their smell. And let me just, I was trying to do my eyebrows. Let me just wipe this up. Let me just stick, I've done my eyelashes, I just do my eyelashes. Let me just stick to the more expensive brands. Because, oh my god, that smell, I'm not dealing with that type of smell at all. I don't care how good I look, I'm not dealing with it. Let me also wipe my lenses. You know, when I first got the Zara Cosmetics lip gloss, I was like, why? I'm actually going to use this Aisha Kuna Clean Pass. Why have I not been getting lip gloss and all? But I remember when I was in campus, I would always go to those beauty supply stores, buy lip gloss, buy lip balm. And I don't mean that it's a beauty supply store that naongea best lady. Okay? In fact, I stopped buying stuff from this lady kitambo sana when I was still in campus. And I was like, this smells nice, this is nice. Kumbe, it's the consistency and the scent of those products that made me be like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. Not as clean as I'd like it to be. My hair is old, I need to undo it and do it, but I'm too busy and I'm also too lazy. I'll figure it out though. So I'm actually in the washroom. I have the books. I'm in a cubicle. All the books I've got 2 copies of the Luo Girl, and then this one is of Deadbeats, Bastard Children, and Urban Wives. And then this last one, we just like look at the program and everything. I was interested in buying books. Also, I can find new books or books by wicked women. Now, I need to pee. I don't know if the people can see it much better. Not really. Yeah. Also, not really. But you see my outfit. You see? Yeah. This is the best you can do for now about my outfit.
feel like that's the biggest weight that's been on a lot of people here. They don't know, people don't know where they're going because the history has been altered. It's fitting a different narrative that's not our own. And once you lose your identity, it's easy to fill that gap with something else, something foreign. So yeah, that's what I think.
Hi, good morning people. It's the next day and I'm just filming this because I need to show you guys the books, and then we're done with this video and I edit and all. So yeah, I went to Macondo. I went and I got books, and yeah, I got books. It's so hard for me to go out anywhere there are books being sold and not buy. So I'm going to show you all the books that are in here. I'm going to show you all these books in here. So we'll start with this, the free stuff. This was just literally like the program. So it had the speakers, the authors, all of that, what the program was going to be for, all that stuff. And then the free stuff, I saw Nawi and I was thinking, wait, Nawi is being screened here. I never knew it was being screened here. I didn't see Nawi was going to be screened here, but it wasn't Nawi, the movie. I actually need to watch it. When am I going to watch it? I think there's a screening on 26th or this coming weekend, the last weekend of September. I'm not sure. I'll find out. So Nawi is a feminist organization. They don't sell their books, they give them for free. I'm not sure if I took a recording of the place. If I did, it's already in the video. Then they gave me this book. Since I was coming on the last day, I missed out on a lot. If I came like on the first day, I would have found so many books. This is a compilation of letters from women by women during the pandemic, talking about the economic crisis. So you see, like the first one is November 22nd, 2022, quite literally. It's women, feminist women. And then whenever I go out to buy books, I'm always looking for, like when I'm looking for African literature, one, I want a book based in my community. And let me show you one that I already have. This one, I have Miaha. I bought it. I had gone to pick some books which were donated to Jaza Library, and I had to pick them in Nuri. And when I was there, they were cataloging books, and I saw this on the shelf, and I was like, I like this. How much is it? I think it was 600. Was it? 598. So I bought it. It's in Luo. Miaha means strange woman. It means strange woman. I believe it means strange woman. Okay, I hope I've not. But Miaha means strange woman. As far as I'm concerned, Miaha means strange woman. And then when I went for the festival, I got this one. It's called The Luo Girl. I actually bought two. And the reason I bought two is because anytime I buy books, specifically Luo books, or literally anytime I buy books, or there's somebody in my life who seems to have similar interests like me. So when I buy something and she's not in Nairobi, she'll be like, oh, Michelle, get for me, and send for me. So I bought two to give her one. Unfortunately for her, somebody already picked the second one. So they're like, oh, because she's also a little girl. Oh, Michelle, I want that second one. So I gave her. So unless I go to Noria, because clearly this book, there are many copies there. The Luo Girl from Infancy to Marriage, and came with a bookmark, obviously. And then the first book I actually picked, this was the second book I picked because I asked them, don't you have any Luo books? And they showed me one. I've got what it was called. I think it's Tony somebody, but it's fiction about the Luos, and I don't want to read fiction. I want to read real stuff. And if it's fiction, it's like a story that's been passed down from generations and generations. Because to me, that is not fiction, that is heritage. The first book I picked was this one. It's called Of Deadbeats, Bastard Children, and Pagan Wives, because it's giving outcast women. The only children who are labeled like this, people who are labeled like this, are people whose mothers are not accepted. They are labeled this way because society could not stomach the women. So this is outcast women, most likely wicked women in here. I don't even know what the first paragraph says. Let's see. Oh, it says this. Of deadbeats, bastard children, and pagan wives. by Moses Teza Atese. They say behind every successful man is a woman. With my parents, though it was quite the opposite. Mother was the successful one. Dada was content being the parent who stood behind, supporting. Only in this case, he did not support at all. That's the reality of so many people. That's the reality of so many African families. And in many of our families, people are like, oh, my dad did this, my dad did that. The whole time, mama yako amefanya hizo vitu zote. It's your mother's pesa ya chama. It's your mother's pesa ya circles. And it's your mother who has been funding everything in that household. It's your auntie who has been funding everything in your cousin's household. It's your lady cousin who's been funding everything in your nephews and nieces' household. But then you'll be there talking about how she's a bad woman. But who is the bad one? It's not even the woman. And then this one, I saw this, but I did not buy it. And then I did not buy this one. These stories emerged from workshops held over 3 weeks in May 2022 by Jahazi Press, in collaboration with creative writing teaching platform Sasini. Okay, the reason I did not want to pick this book even though I saw it is because I felt a sense of self-betrayal. One of my friends sent me a link to apply for the Jahazi Press. It was December 2023 or something. I don't remember. She sent me, and I was deep in my own issues. I was in a very, very bad place where I wasn't believing in myself, and I was burnt out, and I was not feeling like writing or tapping into my creative side. I looked at it and I kept saying, I'll apply. Then one day I just gave up and I never applied. I don't remember applying. I remember telling myself so many negative things. Oh, they'll steal your stories. Oh, this or that. So this reminded me, just reading this back part, Jahazi Press, reminded me of how I betrayed myself one time in the past. And then when I was at the fair, and she was like, Michelle, have you read this one? Have you bought this? And I was like, no. Then she's like, it's really nice. I've bought it. I think you'd like it. And then she opened the first page, and this is what was on the first page. Let me read for you the first sentence. My father loved me late. Yeah, I bought it after reading just that sentence. Just after reading My Father Loved Me Late, I bought it. There is another book, something, but I'll put it on the screen. I'm not going to buy it because I'm actually going to find someone who has it. I know someone who has it, and we're going to do a book exchange, because the first sentence is something like, I wanted to tell my mother that she's a bad parent, something like that. And then there was a book about queer stories, and I remember flipping through it, but I did not buy it. And there was the first page I opened was something about, when I first came out to my mother as loving women, she asked, did I fail in being a mother? Was I a bad mother to you? And I feel like I should get those two books. I'll probably buy the queer book. I will borrow the other one. I think it's by Tony Onyango, the Butterflies one. Yeah, because those two books and this one, those sentences captured me. So yeah, that's it. It was great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.